Hi kiddos, this is Unit 5, Lesson 31, Day 4, Textbook page 332. In class, this would be your day of independent practice or your study guide. I want us to be able to go over it and prepare for our quiz. The Unit 5 test has been moved until after spring break. I don't feel that you all are ready for it. So we're going to do some more work and then we will take that test. All right, I hope everyone has now turned to page 332 and ready to begin. Number 1, look at the shape below. Which is a correct classification for its shape from least specific to most specific? So from general to specific. Did you answer A? A would be correct. A polygon is any closed figure. So then we go to quadrilateral, which has 4 sides, and then we go to rectangle, which has 2 pairs of parallel sides and 4 right angles. Let's look at number 2. Classify the quadrilaterals shown below as rectangle, square, or rhombus. Sides that are the same length are marked with a slash. Draw a quadrilateral in the correct column of the table. If a quadrilateral fits more than one classification, draw it in all the columns that apply. So all of these only have 4 sides. So when you see these two that are matching, that means these 2 sides are going to be the same length. And then where these 2 are matching, the 2 little slashes, the equal signs, it means those 2 are equal. Now, when you do this on the computer, I have made shapes over top of these where you will just drag them to the correct columns. And I've made 3 copies on top of each shape so that if it goes in all 3 columns, that you can put it in all 3 columns. All right. So now, I wish I'd done it on this one. I'm going to have to draw lines and then I'll delete them. I want you to draw them in. All right, so for square, remember a square must have 4 equal sides and 4 90-degree angles. So it would be this one. Let me change. Will that do it? You try this one more time, kiddos. Yeah, let's try this. Nope, other way around. Okay, I see what it was saying. So there's that one that goes here, and then we come over here, and even though this one is on its side, it would still go into that one right there. All right, so then our next one of being a rectangle, we have this one. We have this one. We have this one. And this one. So let me get rid of those 2 just so that you can see a little better. I thought that would work out better than what it did. I was wrong again. So let's see. I deleted one I wasn't supposed to. Please remember, I am human. So there. All four of those go. The only one that does not go in the rectangle is this one. Please do not just draw lines because it gets so messy on you and you are not able to see. It does not take you long to draw those. Let me get this all off of here. And so then a rhombus. A rhombus would be this shape, this one, and this one. So a rhombus must have four sides of equal length. It didn't say that it couldn't be, angles be different. It just said four sides of equal length. Whoops. Oh, I know you miss my mistakes in class. So I want you to make sure you have this part finished, and then we will move on to the next page. Pause if you need to. All right, so now, let me go ahead and lock this in place so it doesn't take off on me. It says look at the flow chart. You have quadrilaterals, trapezoids, parallelograms, rectangles, and squares. Part A, draw an example of a trapezoid that is not a parallelogram. So remember, this way is getting more specific. This way is more general. So you don't want to draw a rectangle because remember, squares and rectangles are parallelograms. So you don't want to go this way when you're choosing something to draw. So for example, I'm just going to go up here to my shapes to help me out just a little bit and help you out because, mine gets really ugly sometimes. So I may draw a shape that looks something like this. So this is a trapezoid, but it's not a parallelogram. It has one pair of parallel sides, but it doesn't have two pairs of parallel sides. So trapezoids have at least one pair of parallel sides, where parallelograms have to have those two pairs of parallel sides. So all parallelograms are trapezoids, but not all trapezoids are parallelograms. So it has to do with the sides. Trapezoids have one pair of parallel sides. Parallelograms have two pairs of parallel sides. And that is what you would write right here. Part C. Can you use the term parallelogram to describe a rectangle? Explain your reasoning. And I would like for you to pause and answer that question, and then we will join back together and look at the answer from the book. All right, so yes, according to the book, my teacher manual, yes, all rectangles are parallelograms, so you can use the term parallelogram to describe a rectangle. So let's look right up here really quick at this chart to help you understand a little better. Remember that when we move to the right, we get more specific. When we move to the left, we get more general. So we have parallelograms and then we have rectangles. So rectangles will have maybe one more characteristic to them than just your standard parallelogram. So all rectangles are parallelograms, but not all parallelograms are rectangles. All right, kiddos, I'm going to be posting your quiz on Google Classroom. Um, if it allows me to make you all a copy of it, I will do so. If it doesn't, go to File, make a copy, and then type your answers and submit that way.